in my quest to try and get some physio going, I've not actually had any physio since last Wednesday even. I have asked if I could use the physio room here in the rehab ward because I'm getting a bit frustrated that nothing is happening whilst I wait for action. So the lovely nurses down here in rehab have allowed me to use this physio room here. I'm going to go through some of the exercises that they were doing with me up in Dunedin. So if you can't get them to do it for you, you do it yourself. That's what I say. That is my current workout routine. It was given to me by the physios in Dunedin, but it's also similar to the stuff that I've been sent to by email from my physio here in Invercargill. What I need to now do is know how to progress that, and I know it's resistance against the leg. We have to be careful because all the muscles have been messed around with and we don't want to put too much resistance on them, especially the calf, which has had the most tampering. And I actually feel like there's probably some bruising coming out at the back of my knee there. So we'll have to see tomorrow when they unwrap it what it looks like now. But I'm hoping that tomorrow the physios, the occupational therapists and everyone will come down and see me and we'll be able to get some action in here because I feel like I'm being sort of detained in quarantine type thing without much happening, and I'm a progressive need to see the next steps type person, so I'm feeling quite frustrated. Really glad the nurses let me use this room, and I might actually come back later and do it all again. I don't want to overdo it because I don't want DOMS, because I've only got one leg left to stand on. So I don't want to be hurting that leg. The one I'm finding the hardest at the moment is the hip hitch, which usually for an ordinary person is relatively easy. But for the leg that I'm left standing on, it's working really hard, and I'm finding that quite hard. So that's what I do for a workout routine at the moment. I also spotted a ramp outside. Now, I've not tried ramps and wheelchairs, and I know they're going to have to put one into my house. So I decided to ask if I could practice out there. So they let me out there. Thank you once again. And I managed to get up the ramp 5 times. But man, my shoulders, and I'm going to need some wheelchair gloves because it makes your hands really slippy, especially when you're going up a steep slope. So there, I learned something there today as well, and I could get up the ramp. I think my shoulders need a rest now. And there was a wee lip to get back in the door again. And I managed to get the front wheels off the floor to get over the step. Yay! Couldn't do that the other day when we went to the Northern. So that made me wonder, can I get my jacket on and off like I did in one of my pre-surgery videos? Now I don't have the leg. Let's find out. I am in the Kelvin disabled toilets. I just need to share this with you. So it's a place we come a lot, and the staff know as well. They had noticed I'd been missing a few times. They asked how I was, and they ended up in hospital. I'm not sure what they had been told or not told on the most recent visit, but they came and asked me how I was, when I came in today, and one of them, the one that knows me the best, walked past and saw me in the wheelchair and was talking to Mark at the bar. Now, from what I gather, he had told them my saving money on shoes line when she asked what happened. So she leaned over and she said, "Why did you give it away?" So I said, "Oh, I needed some extra cash." And then she came and talked to me because I needed to go to the bathroom. I needed to know where the disabled bathroom was. She said that it was lovely to see me, and I said, "Oh yeah, even though I'm a bit legless." She said, "No, it's lovely to see you, and smiling and cheerful, and obviously you're not in pain anymore, and obviously that's a big difference." So a lot of people have actually said that to me, and it's obviously very noticeable even to people that don't know me very well. So there we go, you underestimate what pain can actually do for you that you didn't even know. One last thought from me. So when we were getting the taxi back from the Kelvin, we were outside the front of the Kelvin sports bar, and the taxi didn't pull up there. It pulled up round the corner. Mark said, "What did you do that for? It could have pulled up right here." I said, "The curb. I've got to negotiate the curb." Now, have you ever thought about that as something you just take for granted? Stepping off the curb. If you're in a wheelchair, you need to have mastered wheelies to be able to get off the curb without face planting down onto the road. And it's actually quite a tricky manoeuvre in a wheelchair. And it's quite tricky with you've got prosthetic leg as well. So there's a thing that you've probably taken for granted that you've never even considered before, stepping off the curb. Anyway, I'll leave that thought with you, and I'll see you tomorrow.